happy forever. And that's what makes these videos so effective. She gave the children a reason to change by convincing them they would no longer feel pain, discomfort, or fear. She speaks to children in the exact same comforting tone used by trusted adults like teachers, counselors, or child entertainers. A young child can't tell the difference between genuine guidance and manipulation if both are delivered in the exact same way. That's what makes Miss Gracie feel so believable, because we've already seen a version of this happen online before. Going back to 2017, you probably remember the whole Elsagate situation, unless you've been living under a rock. Thousands of channels aimed towards children were uploading videos of popular characters like Elsa and Spider-Man, but in very inappropriate ways, such as Spider-Man and Elsa being pregnant. Yes, that was a real thing. And the only reason these channels uploaded such bizarre content was purely because it generated clicks and engagement, exploiting a child's curiosity towards more mature themes, especially towards things they don't fully understand. Now, to be fair to YouTube, they have improved its moderation over the years, but I honestly don't think they're prepared for something so subtle. Because if this stuff isn't monitored more carefully, it becomes much easier to imagine someone like Miss Gracie existing in the real world. They could slowly condition your child into believing some ideology that simply isn't true, or even worse, harmful. At this point, younger audiences are already desensitized to far more disturbing content, so someone more subtle could easily slip under the radar while still reshaping the way a child thinks, and nobody would realize it till it was too late. Which brings us back to that original question. What's stopping someone like Miss Gracie, from creating manipulative videos disguised as educational content for YouTube kids? And unfortunately, the answer is not much, besides parents. But even then, not every parent has the time to monitor every single video their child watches on a daily basis. At the end of the day, I believe that if YouTube wants to maintain its own kids platform, it needs to be treated differently because their algorithm, as it stands, just doesn't cut it. Subtle conditioning is way harder to notice than obvious shock content. It only takes one person to figure it out. And once others realize it works, copycats will start appearing everywhere, creating a far more dangerous situation than we've ever seen with Elsagate. That's why Miss Gracie is one of the most disturbing characters in Poppy Playtime. Because in the same way we don't know who's on the other side of that projector, we don't know who's on the other side of that screen. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. This was